Okay, folks, welcome to episode 10. This is On Purpose. Today we're going to talk about visibility, advocacy, taking up space. Okay. The moment you stop hiding, right, there's a moment that doesn't feel like a breakthrough. Feels small, almost unnoticeable. It's the moment you stop hiding. Not because you're brave, but because you're tired. You're tired of hiding it and suppressing it and all that kind of stuff, right? Visibility isn't a switch. People talk about visibility like it's a decision, right? Like one day you wake up and you say, I'm going to be seen today. It's That's not how it works, okay? Visibility happens in increments, right? In moments where you don't correct yourself, right? You don't sit there, oh, I'm sorry for making noises and disrupting the class. You didn't explain what's going on, right? You didn't announce it. Hey guys, just so you know, I have Tourette's. If you hear me tweaking and making noises, that's why, right? No, you just stop shrinking, right? Like this reminds me, the first time I didn't soften. I remember the first time I didn't soften a moment, right? A tick happened. Someone noticed, like they always do, right? And I didn't fill the silence, right? No joke. No explanation, no reinsurance. I just stayed in the moment. The discomfort wasn't mine. For the first time, I didn't pick it up for them, right? It's like, yeah, it happened. This is me. You see me. There's a sense of relief if you think about it when you decide to stop hiding who you are and show the world who you are. Advocacy, there's lots of things out there. People advocate for Tourette's. The movie I Swear, if you guys ever get to check it out, fantastic piece of film that won BAFTAs, the lead actor, up and coming actor, casting. It was a great movie. You should check it out if you can. Advocacy doesn't start with speeches, it starts with boundaries, right? It's saying, this is a part of me. This is who I am. And it's not saying, and it's not adding sorry. This is a part of me. Sorry, that's how I am. That's not how it works. You know, it's correcting somebody once, not politely, not aggressively, just clearly. It's letting your existence be the lesson. Yeah, I have Tourette's. This is what it is. Go look it up, right? That being said, though, the risk of being visible, right? Let's talk about that. Visibility comes as a cost, right? You lose plausible deniability, right? You lose invisibility as a shield. When you're seen, you can be judged, misunderstood, reduced, but you also gain something. You gain a choice. You have the choice to be like, yeah, this is me. You don't like it, fuck off, right? It's that simple. But also, I need you to understand though, when you're representing Tourette's, tics, yourself, it isn't a performance, okay? People, when representing people want representation to be inspiring, clean, digestible, palatable, right? I don't want to be inspiring. I want to be accurate. Accuracy includes bad days. Of course it does. Messy moments, anger, joy, even boredom, right? Advocacy that demands, excuse me, that demands perfection isn't advocacy. It's another mask, right? What what you also need to do, and this goes to those of you that are, just being diagnosed and just finding out about your condition, what's going on. You need to take up space without apology. Okay? Taking up space doesn't mean being loud, right? It means not making yourself smaller to fit someone else's comfort. It means sitting through the tick, letting the room adjust, letting yourself remain. There's no dominance, there's no equality, right? You got to realize a tick happens and let it happen. People are going to talk, whether you want them to or not. You just got to realize, let them. It doesn't make you any different than who you are. When people learn from you without teaching, right? Here's something unexpected. When you stop explaining to people what's going on and whatever, people start learning anyway. How do they do it? They watch you, they adjust, they stop flinching, right? Not everybody, like, let's get this right. Not everybody's going to learn. You're still going to get people going to look at you and be like, oh my God, what's wrong with this person, right? Not everybody, not always, but enough. And that's how change actually happens, okay? Not through correction, but through presence, okay? The difference between advocacy and self-sacrifice, okay? I had to learn this one the hard way. Advocacy doesn't mean you owe everybody access to you and to what's going on, right? You don't have to answer every question because people will have questions. Oh, do you take in your sleep? What about this? What about that? Google it, look it up, okay? You don't have to educate every stranger. You don't have to turn your life into a lesson. Unless you want to and you want to go down that route, fantastic, all the power to you. But remember, you are allowed to rest. Okay, visibility is not a debt. Okay? What I want you to sit with, okay, if you're listening and you spend your life shrinking, you don't need permission to take up space. Okay? If you're listening and you've benefited from rooms built for you, notice who learned to disappear to make that possible. Okay? In closing, visibility isn't about being fearless. It's about staying in the moment, staying in the rooms that weren't built for you, staying present in a body that doesn't follow rules, staying human in a world that prefers polish. Okay? This is not on purpose. None of this, not the visibility, not the advocacy, and not the space you take, was ever on purpose. Thank you for staying. Stay strong.